See that little crack between all those letters? Okay? Your fingers are going to go there. Okay? 4 of your fingers are going to go on the STPH, on that crack. And the other fingers are going to go right here, FPLT. Okay? Let me lower this so I can show you what I'm talking about. And if y'all kind of will help them with home position.
Absolutely.
Okay? They're going to come around and make sure you know where home position is, okay? Home position is, you're going to hit all these keys together, okay? If anybody has a question, just ask any of the teachers around here, okay? So the ideal is to hit, that is your resting, it's called home position because you're going to rest your fingers on home position. When I say home position, you're going to hit all those keys at the same time, okay? That's called home position. So here we go. We're on page 13, okay? And I want you to take your page out of your book, okay? I want to show you something else. Anytime you're going to learn a new letter, okay, I want you to hold it up. And court reporters have little thingies. You'll see the little tan things. I want you to look up, okay? It goes there. That's where it goes, on that little brown thing. If you don't have that, it's going to go on your plastic thing that you got that's vertical, okay? And if you don't have that, we have some in here. And it looks like this, okay? So I want you to look up. I want your keyboard. Always look at your keyboard when you're learning something new. If anybody needs these, we have them up here, okay? Okay, I want you to take things out of your notebook, okay? Because I want you to look up, okay? When you look down, it's when you're first learning and you're focusing on that keyboard and you're looking down and making sure you're hitting the right thing, okay? But once I start saying it, I want you to just hear it. I want you to write all those keys. On your little computer screens, on your paper, all these keys should come out. Now they look like this, okay? Like that, okay? So it looks crazy, but that's what it is. And in the courtroom, that is besides being home position, that is the courtroom. So this is just a warm-up and review, and I'm going to say home position. And every time I say home position, hit all those keys down. Okay? Here we go. Ready? Home position. 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 How'd y'all do? Okay? We're going to do that a lot in this class. So if you don't get it right now, that is A-okay, because we're going to do it a lot. You will get it by the time this 8 weeks is over. Okay. Now, we also learned last week that we had vowels. And these vowels right here is the A-O. And when you have the A and O together, that is the oo sound. Okay? Oo, like boo, moo, do. Okay? That's an oo sound. So when I say oo, what I want you to do is down here, the A and the O, you hit them together. So I'm going to say oo, but I want you to hit those two vowels together with your left thumb. Does everybody have that? If at any time, we don't know if you have it, we don't know if you don't have it, and you know we're all in the same boat here, we're all learning together. So if you don't have it, just raise your hand. And one of us will come, they'll come and help you. At any time in this class, at any time, raise your hand. That means, that's the only way we know if you're getting it or not. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do oo. Okay? Focus on the AO. Look at your keyboard. Okay? Because no, you've never seen AO together. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to say oo, and I want you to write oo. AO. Ready? Oo. 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 Ooh, 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 ooh. How'd y'all do? Good? Okay. When I go into demos, I'm going to put this keyboard over so if you want to look here, you might be able to see this too. Okay. Now, the next letter, the next review we're going to do, and we learned this last week, is the E and the U in court reporting is your I. Okay? That is your I vowel. Now I'm going to say I when I'm dictating this, But when we start learning words, you're going to find out the I by itself like that is going to be like an I sound, like a bed, did. Okay, so it's that short I. Okay, not a long I, it's a short I. But right now while we're reviewing this, I'm going to just say I so you can write I. The word I, like I went to the store, okay, that's the I you're fixing to write. Okay, so here we go. It's written with your thumb. Those 2 letters, make sure on your little screens, those screens, by the way, they pop up. On your little mirrors, they pop up. Okay, they should go up a little bit so you can see them. They shouldn't be flat. So for those of you that have notes, make sure that you can see the E and the U together, not separate, because it's not the same thing. They must be together. If you're on the computer screens, make sure that you see both of them together. So here we go. I. Okay. When you put, there is a theory rule that to make long vowels, we have short vowels, we have long vowels. To make long vowels, you use the opposite thumb. Okay? So this is an I. The opposite thumb with the 2 letters is going to be your long vowel sound. So in this instance, your I is the short I, but when you hit all of them together, that means your thumb's going to hit, both thumbs are going to hit 2 keys. That is the long I sound, like bite, might. See the difference? Okay. So I'm going to say I, long I, and I'm actually going to say long I so you can hit it. All 4 letters must come out. If you don't have all 4 letters, you're going to write a different, totally different word. Okay, so here we go. I. This is long I. 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 Okay, this is just a review. We learned D to Z. Now, when I say DZ, don't write it quickly. I want you to write that key together with your pinky. Here it is, right here. When I say DZ, it's just because I can't go zzz, okay? But what I mean by DZ, real quick, it means that you hit these 2 keys together. You put your finger in that space with your pinky. You have to reach over. It's not very natural, but you'll get used to that, okay? Okay, so I'm going to say DZ. First I'm going to say D, and then Z. But when I say DZ real quick, don't write it real quick. Write the DZ combination key. Here we go. D, Z, D, Z. DZ. That's together. Okay. DZ together. DZ together. DZ together. D, Z. D, stretch out for it. Z. Okay. D, Z together, Z together, Z together. D, Z. D, Z. D, Z, Z, Z. Are there any questions? Okay. I am on page, turn your little page over on your screen, whatever. I'm on page 14 now. Okay. That was just a review, and every time we get together, we're going to review a little bit. Not a lot. That was just a little review. Okay. Now, everybody knows where home position is. With your fingers in home position, use your left thumb to depress the letter A quickly and sharply. Now, you're going to see in this notebook that they're going to say those words quickly and sharply in every lesson. Every single lesson has that. Why? Even though I might talk slow, okay, you don't write slow. Okay, you're gonna. You don't talk slow. Yeah, you're gonna write quickly, accurately, and make sure it makes an impression. Because say you missed it, or say you thought you hit it, but nothing showed up on your screen. Okay, that means you didn't hit it, unless you have a bad machine like some of us. Everybody has a good machine now. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, look at the keyboard when you're learning new keys. Okay, of each letter. Depress each letter 3 times and then depress the home position. Remember, the home position is all the letters written together. Okay? So here we go. Now, I'm going to say A, like in apple, okay? Like in that, okay? For this short A sound. Does anybody have any questions? And Geneva, you just pop in there, chime in. Okay, even if you think I'm talking fast. Okay, here we go, ready? This is with your thumb. Make sure your fingers are curled, they're naturally down. A penny should be on your hand, there should be a penny, and it should not fall when you write. Okay, here we go. A, home position. A, home position. If I'm going fast, tell me. A, home position. 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 Home position. How'd y'all do? Okay. Now, it's very important when you hear things. You might not know what they're talking about. It's all phonetics, but you're going to be able to write everything they say by how it sounds. It's all phonetics, okay? So like I was telling you a few minutes ago, you have short A's like rat, mat, sack, mat. And then you have long A's like rate, mate, sake, mate. Hack, pal, rack, shack. Hate, pal, rake, shake. Do y'all hear the difference in vowels? Okay, that's very important in court reporting school, is what you hear. The theory rule, it's very important right here. You can highlight it in your book. Write long vowels by depressing the vowel together with the double opposite vowels. What does that mean? Well, it means right here, if the A was by itself, the sound is A. To make a long A, you write it with the opposite vowels. So the long A in all those words is going to be A and I together is a long A, okay? I know this is new, but in court reporting, you just practice this. This is how you're going to learn court reporting. This is how you're going to learn how to write everything. So we're going to practice the long A sound. I am going to say A, but when I say A, I want you to write the A and the I together at the same time. Okay, here we go. Long A. And there it is right there. Focus on your keyboard when you're learning anything new, because you have to make a mental impression up here. That's what it looks like, okay? Because it's foreign to you, okay? So here we go. A, home position. 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 How'd y'all do? All the letters coming out? Okay? If the letters are not coming out, you need to practice that. Okay? So now we're going to kind of go between the two of them. We're going to go with an A and an A. Okay? Here we go. A, home position. 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 I'm sorry. Oh, you should just write what you hear, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. Home position. A, home position. A, home position. A, 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 home position. How'd y'all do? It can get kind of confusing, I know, okay? And I'll try to dictate a little bit clearer for you, but if there's any questions, let me know. Okay, now that little A you just learned is powerful. Think about all the words that have an A in them. A lot. In Hawaii, they have lots of A's. So, anyhow, this is very important that you learn this, the A, because in Court Reporting School, the word A, just the little word, one letter A, is missed a ton. Yeah, because you're just writing, you forget to write it. You missed it. It's like the word the for the T. Okay, so A is very important. Make sure you get the A when we say that. Okay, it's one little letter, but guess what? There are words that can be this long, and you might miss it. But hey, if you miss the A in Court Reporting School, it's the same difference. It's called an error. So the big long word that you were trying to get and you missed the A and the D for it, well, in Court Reporting School, it's the same difference. A word is a word, regardless if it's big or little. So be very accurate when you write, okay? Now, we are going to learn our first number. So we're going to write the number 5. Now, the little line, the little bar you see up there is called the number bar. You kind of see little numbers up there. And you're going to see that the A, right here, the A has a 5 above it. Okay, so when you hit the A, and practice this, just kind of look at it with your thumb, and you hit that number bar at the same time. And you're going to use the left-hand middle finger for that 5, okay? When you depress it at the same time, the A and the number bar, you should get a 5. Does everybody get, just do it by yourself, just do it several times. See if you get that 5. Kind of get the feel. The A in the number bar becomes a 5. Hit the number bar with your left hand middle finger. Okay? Do it quickly. Just kind of see. Reach up there and make sure you can hit those at the same time. Practice it until it appears clearly in your notes. It's very important to do this quickly, firmly and accurately. If you depress the number bar alone, you're going to get nothing. Okay? If you depress the A alone, you're going to get the letter A. The only way you can get the 5 is to press it together. Okay? So here we go. We're going to do the number 5. Ready? 5, 5, 5, home position. 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 When you're practicing at home, okay, you want to practice it at least 12 times, okay? You want to just keep hitting it and hitting it and hitting it, making sure every time you do it, it's coming out on your notes. And so court reporting is all about repetition. You do it over and over and over and over again. If you can record this, and like I told y'all, this book is going to be online and it's going to be recorded for you. Listen to it and listen to it and listen to it. Go back over it, go back over it. See if you can do it faster. Once you have it, see you can be faster at it. Okay, because it's all about speed and accuracy. See how fast you can go and still get the impression. Okay, and how you do that is just practice. Are there any questions? Okay. All right, so now we're going to put the 5 together with the A, okay? Remember, if you hit the number bar and nothing else, you're going to get nothing. So you should have something on your notes for everything I say. Here we go. 5, 5, home position. 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 How'd y'all do? Yeah, you know, I'm probably not going to get this book very good, okay? That's why you don't want me dictating to you. That's why I'm so happy they're going to have a professional dictator. Okay, but just kind of listen. Try to listen to what I say. Okay. Now, we're going to learn our first number. Okay. Now, 5 is by itself. Okay, to write 55. You're just going to write it twice. You're going to write it quickly. It's not going to come 5, 5 side by side. It's not going to look like that. It's going to be 5 and then 5 underneath it. Everything on your machine is like paper rolls. Every impression is going to go down. So when you write 55, it's going to be 55, but it's going to be 2 little 5s, one underneath the other. Okay? Everybody understand? That's what it's going to look like. Okay. And I'm going to say 55. I'm not going to say 55. I'm going to say 55. Okay? Here we go. 55. Home position. That means you do it the 5 twice quickly because it's 55. Okay? 55. Home position. 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 Quickly. 55. Home position. 55. Home position. 55. Home position. Accurately. 55. Home position. 55. Home position. 55. Home position. Okay. Now I'm going to dump we're going to put them together. Okay. So, 5. 5. Home position. 55. Home position. 55. Home position. 5. 5. Home position. 55. Home position. 55. 55. Home position. Am I going too fast? I am? A little bit? Okay. Okay. I'll try to slow down. It's not about speed when you begin theory. Okay? Speed will come later. Theory is all about accuracy. Get it down. And get it down right.
Is that A? Is it?
It's going to be just the A.
Just the A. Okay.
When I say A, okay, when I say A, it's going to be the long A. Like bait, raid, mate, okay? When I say it's going to be like rat, bat. Yes, that's a theory rule on sounds with your vowels, okay? But the long sound is always going to have the opposite vowels. That's what makes it long. More, and just kind of think, more fingers down, long. Short sound, one finger, okay? If you can kind of get that concept, that kind of will tell you how the vowels work. If you're having trouble, am I going too fast? Look at your keyboard, okay? You can see where the 5 is there. Hit it twice, okay? Look at your keyboard when you're learning something new. This is what's called practice. So let's do it again. 5, 5, home position. 55, home position. 55, home position. 5, 5, home position. 55, home position. 55, 55, home position. 5, 5, home position. 55, home position. 55, home position. 5, 5, home position. 55, home position. 55, 55, home position. How'd y'all do? Okay. When you go home and you practice, this is what you're practicing. Okay. When you go home and practice, I want you to practice everything you learn in class. If you think you've got it and you're ready to move on, go ahead and go to the next the book is pretty self-explanatory, and we kind of went through the whole keyboard last week. So if you got it, keep moving, okay? So now we're going to learn, the thing about court reporting is you're going to learn a language kind of like texting on a machine. And you're going to learn that they look like letters, okay? But in court reporting, we write words. Everything looks like letters, and I'm going to show you the alphabet, but everything is a word. That's why you're going to be able to write 225 words a minute, in 1 minute, to certify in the state of Texas. That is your goal in court reporting school. You're going to be in school for a year, 2, 5, 10. You pick how long you want to stay in school by how much you practice and how you practice, okay? It's all up to you. People say, well, how long is it going to take me? Well, guess what? They're going to teach you everything you need to know in that first year. The rest of it is you. It's so individualized, okay? So, we're going to learn the letter B. And I had told you earlier that we have consonants, okay? Now, up here it says, one of these symbols is a hyphen. You see that little hyphen? Okay, when you see a hyphen, like the letters, you see a hyphen before the D, Z right there? Okay, when you see that, that hyphen means it's going to be with your right hand, okay? When you see the hyphen, like on this B here, you don't know that's a B, that PW, but I'm going to tell you that's a B, because that's what we're fixing to learn. You see that with the hyphen on the right, that means it's your left hand, okay? Hyphen on the right, it's your left hand. It's what we call initial consonants. So now we're going to first learn our very first combination consonant. This, let me put it up here, okay? That PW, I am never going to say PW again. I said it at our last class when we're going reviewing that because you didn't know what B was, okay? But from now on, that together is a B. You have to see it as a B. It is not PW, and I will never dictate it PW anymore after last class. From now on, that's going to be a B. So you have to hit it together, and I'm going to say B. Now, words start with B's and words end with B's. So as you can see here, we have a B. That's easy to read because it's there, okay? This is something you're going to have to learn. Might look foreign to you right now, but eventually, it won't take long, you're going to see that as a B. So, when I say B, I want you to write that B. Now, notice, when you press the two keys together, they must do it with your left hand middle finger. I noticed that one of the things in our last class was people were having, what finger do I use, okay? Your fingers rest like I'm home position. Okay, they should rest right over the STPH. Okay, your left hand, your right hand is FPLT. They should rest right there, okay? So see, if you rest them right there, you're gonna see your middle finger is gonna be right over the PW. You should not use your index finger for that. You shouldn't use your ring finger or your pinky, because you're gonna have to go like this, okay? It should naturally fall on the keyboard. Naturally on the keyboard means you're gonna use your middle finger, that's where it falls, okay? If, kind of like on a typewriter and you start doing all these, well, y'all probably wouldn't know because y'all aren't typewriters, but on your computers, your whole hand position's out, your whole key over, okay? Same thing in court reporting, okay? So you want to really be in that home position. So here we go, and I'm going to say B, and it's going to be your initial B because way up here, I want you to look at your keyboard, okay? This is very important because what your mind is telling you when I say B is you're going to see that keyboard and you're going to see it highlighted just like that, PW. And in your mind, you need to tell your mind, PW together is a B. And the only way you can do that is to train it. So you have to look at it because if you can see it, you can write it. But you have to be able to see it, okay? So I want you to focus on your keyboard. Focus on that keyboard is what I want you to focus on. See that PW as a B when I say B. Okay, here we go. B, 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 home position. And don't look at me, I want you to look at your keyboard, steno keyboard. B, 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 home position. 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 Just one key. B, 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 home position. 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 How'd y'all do? Okay. So that's what you're practicing. You're practicing how to read steno. And you're practicing, oh, that's a B. You will never, once you learn it, you'll never think PW ever again. You're going to say it's a B. Okay? Are there any questions? All right. We'll take a break just for those of you that are new and you're just, I want to tell you, okay, this is not high school. This is not college. This is just a program. So, if you want to go to the restroom at any time, you can get up and go to the restroom. We will take a break at 7:30, just to kind of give you an idea. If you want to hold in there, we'll take a break at 7:30. So, but if any of you at any time need to get up, you just feel free to get up. Be very careful with your machines because there's tripods. Those little legs stick out. So when you do go to the restroom, we do take a break. Put your machine under so no one kicks it. You might even kick it. Sometimes I'm in the courtroom and I'll kick it. There goes my machine. And I'll just grab it, okay? Because I just gotta change my legs. So, but it's on a tripod and it's heavy. So very carefully put your machine underneath your desk, get up, and everybody can go take a break, okay? Not right now, unless you have to take a break. Okay, any questions at all? Okay, now, you see that's the final B. Now, how do you know it's a final B? Number one, it has this little dash here, okay? The little dash means that's on your right hand. That's what that means, okay? So, it means it's the N sound, like rub, dub, rub. It's the N consonant. Okay, so I'm actually going to say B, but I'm talking about right hand B. Use your right hand middle finger. It should naturally fall on it from the home position. Okay, here we go. B, 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 home position. 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 B, 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 home positions. B, 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 home position. B, 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 home position. B, 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 home position. How'd y'all do? Okay? Every time I say the letter, you should get an impression on your screen, on your notes. Okay? If I was to say, pick up your notes and look at that, and I want you just to read your notes, you should be able to read that PW from your computer screen or your notes and say, oh, that's the B. Okay? That is where you want to be. And that's where your practice is going to come in. So now we're going to move on. We're going to review lessons 1 and 2. Okay? So now we're going to put the lessons together. Make sure you look at your keyboard chart. Do not look at your machine or your notes. Learn the fingering position so that you can write the letters without hesitation. That's why it's telling you to do that. Okay? So that you can write these letters without hesitation. And the only way you can do that is to put it up in your brain. And the only way you can do that is to be able to recognize it. So you need to look at your keyboard. Okay. So I'm going to put it all together now. This is a review. Here we go. And when I say ah, it's just the A with the thumb. Okay? Ah, 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 home position. A, home position. 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 Ah, ah, home position. A, home position. Okay, now we're going to move on to the letter B. Okay, remember the B is with your middle finger. On the left hand, from now on, did you notice they're going to put B? Okay, from now on, that's going to be your B. So we're going to go left hand B, but write the PW together. That's your B. Here we go. B. The middle finger, PW, is your left hand. Okay? That's we're going to do left hand B, consonant B, PW. And we are on, forgot what page we're on, but anyhow. Here we go. B, left hand B, PW. B, 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 home position. 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 How'd y'all do? Okay? No one's too excited tonight. It's just a B. Okay. We're going to do the B on the right hand. Okay? Middle finger, B on the right hand. Right up there, right hand. Okay? Here we go. Right hand. B, 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 home position. B, 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 home position. Right hand. B, 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 home position. 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 How'd y'all do? Okay. Now let's review the number 5. We are on page 19. Okay? Number 5, remember, number 5, the A with your number bar. Okay? A with your number bar. If you ever need to write yourself notes or stickies or whatever, you do it, okay? Whatever you can do to remember, number 5 is going to be A with the number bar, okay? Here we go. Miss Woodard?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Let me introduce you because we have several new people here today. This is Miss Woodard. She is in charge of the court reporting program here at San Antonio College. She is where you want to be if you want to register for court reporting school. And she's been here for some time and still loves teaching.
2 or 3 years.
How many years?
2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3. So, Ms. Witter, would you like to share anything?
Just to say welcome, and I hope you're enjoying this tremendously. It's a great program, and it gives you that first little impetus to come on in and learn the skill of court reporting. We are going to have a summer theory class, so you'll have to wait just a little bit of time to get enrolled, but that will give you time to go through the enrollment process, which is difficult. Let me just tell you right off the bat, it's difficult. But we can navigate through it and help you through. So if you're interested in continuing with this, I would encourage you to do so. It's a great field. We love what we do, and we love all our court reporters that help us, and we have a great faculty and great facility here to help you get that goal, all right, to achieve that goal. So you just need to call me. I'll be sharing my number and everything with you, but I'm over in the other hall, and I'm here to help you, and I do want to welcome you to San Antonio College. Hope you're comfortable and having fun. Are you having fun? Yes. Yeah, sort of?
So yeah, it's kind of, we're only on the
We're
B's.
going in.
Yeah, we got a long way to go.
Yeah.
How many of you are high school students? I kind of want you to raise your hands so you kind of see. These are all high school students.
Oh, great. Okay, what year?
Senior.
Senior?
Sophomore.
Sophomore? Junior? Senior? Senior, okay. Well, you can graduate in May or first part of June and come on to school if you want to pursue this. And so I would welcome you to follow up on that and give me a call, all right? You can find me, just Google or just go into the San Antonio College website, go to court reporting, and my name and number and everything will be there for you, okay? But I'll give you cards later on.
Great.
Okay? Any questions of any kind? Real quickly? I don't want to take too much of your time because I know you're learning what?
B,
What we're learning?
A, 5.
Yeah. Okay. So I want you to continue learning. Good luck to you, and we'll be talking soon. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Woodard.
Thank you.
Okay, we still have 15 minutes before our break, okay? We're on page 19, and we are in the number 5, okay? And remember, the number 5 is with the A and your middle finger with the number bar together. Do it quickly. Make sure both are hit at the same time, or you're not going to get a 5, okay? So look at your keyboard. Make sure you're making that impression. Make sure you're getting a 5 out there, not an A. Okay, here we go. Ready? 5, 5, 5. Home position. 5, 5, 5, home position. 5, 5, 5, home position. 5, 5, 5, home position. 5, 5, 5. Quickly, home position. 5, 5, 5, home position. 5, 5, 5, home position. 5, 5, 5, home position. Okay, let's do 55. Remember, 55, you do it twice. Okay? Quickly. 55, home position. 55, home position. 55, home position. 55, home position. Quickly. 55, home position. 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 How'd y'all do? Okay? Okay. Now, we are on page number 20. We're going to learn our first combination letters, okay? We're on page 20, okay? We're going to learn, we're going to actually learn probably, looks like we're going to write our first word together, okay? Because in court reporting, remember I told y'all rewrite words? Well, that's what we do, because we can write a whole bunch of words all at one time. That's how we're able to keep up with all of those attorneys, okay? That's why we're able to write 225 words a minute, okay? Because they're all words, and we put words together in different strokes, and we practice a lot, and that's how you learn all this stuff. But we're going to learn our very first words here, okay? What we're going to do is, when you write combination letters, it's like a keyboard on a piano. It's like a chord. You write them all at the same time, okay? So I've been just teaching. We've been doing the A, we've been doing the 5. We're going to write things together to make a word, okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to look at the keyboard chart if you need to, and then I want you to write these combinations, okay? We're going to write the individual letters B, A, B. Now remember, initial B is on your left hand, okay? The A you've already learned, and you've learned the B. If you write all 3 letters together, you're going to get the word bab. Okay? So we're going to make our very first word here. So I'm going to dictate this. I'm not going to do it 10 times like it says. This is what you're going to do at home. Okay? You're going to do this at home, and it says repeat the exercise 10 times. That sounds like a lot, you know. But anything you do to become perfect, okay, is you're going to have to repeat it. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. So it's telling you to do it at least 10 times. When I was in court reporting school, we couldn't quit until it was 10 times perfect. Okay? We don't move on until it's 10 times perfect. So if you write it 10 times and you're at home and you miss it, or you miss this letter, okay, you can do it another 10 times. You want to make sure it's perfect. So we're going to do this. I'm going to do it kind of slow, and so you kind of can get how this goes. Look at your keyboard if you need to. And I'm going to say the letters first, and then I'm going to say the word. So here we go. Okay? B, A, B. Bab. Bab. Home position. B, A, B. Bab. Bab. Home position. All those letters should be coming P-W-A-B at the same time when I say bab. All at the same time, okay? B, A, B, bab. Bab, home position. B, A, B, bab. Bab, home position. B, A, B, bab. Bab, home position. Okay, now we're going to put the long A sound. If you change and put the long A sound, and remember the theory on that is the long A is the opposite vowels with your thumb. So to write babe, you're going to write B-A-I-B. Remember the long A sound is A with the I. So here we go. B-A-B, babe. Babe, home position. 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 B-A-B, bab. Bab, home position. B-A-B, bab. Bab, home position. B-A-B, babe. Babe, that's a long A sound. B-A-B, babe. Babe. B-A-B, babe. Babe. Well, what if we don't use the final B? Okay? If you don't use the final B, if you don't hear it, it's going to change your word. It's going to go from babe to babe. Okay? There's no B on the end. Okay? The long vowels, remember, is A and the I together. So when I say A, I want you to write the A and the I together. Long A.
The long A, I'm sorry, is it B and then
B and A, and yeah, B and the long A. And so the A on your keyboard, you gotta look at your keyboard. Your A on your keyboard is the A and the EU. So you will be writing B, initial B, A, I. Very important. When you learn chord reporting, you have to look at this keyboard. See? You have to look at that. B, A, I. B. So this is how you're going to learn it. Because you must look at your keyboard to learn it. Okay? So look at the keyboard. You got it, because that's the way you're going to learn it. So you say B, A, I. Okay. So babe without the right hand, B, is going to be the word babe. And that's what we're fixing to do. Babe. Okay? I'm not going to say the B on the end, which means you're going to be writing B, A, I. Here we go. Okay? Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, one stroke. When I say the word, you're going to write, when I say babe, you're going to write B-A-I together. It's one word. When I say B, you're going to write just the B. When I say A, you're going to write just the long A. Okay? That's what you're going to write. But when I say babe, I want you to put it together. So anybody have any questions? Okay. Here we go. Now, you should have lots of questions because you're not court reporters, so feel free to ask any questions, okay? I mean, it's not like you went to school to learn this. I mean, you didn't. No one has taught you court reporting. So, well, some people have. I'll take that back.
intro?
Yes. So, you know, this is totally strange. It's a different language. So y'all feel free. I want you to feel very comfortable. You can ask anything you want, okay? Because it's not like anyone has taught you this, okay? So here we go. Look at your keyboard if you need to. We're going to do the word bay. B, long A, bay. That's together. Bay. Home position. B, long A, bay. Bay. home position. B, long A, bay. Bay, home position. B, long A, bay. Bay, home position. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. If you want to get really to where you want to really learn this, that column, and let me show you. Okay. When I was telling y'all, I need you to read from steno. Of course, this is not even the best example because steno, this is already translated for you as a B. But what you want to concentrate when you practice, like you want to practice flashcards, you want to concentrate on this. You want to say PWAB. What is that? PWAB. You should be able not to even think twice. Oh, that's bad. Right there. Okay? So this is what you need to practice. This is what you need to read. Because this is where you're, believe it or not, your speed is going to come from reading steno. That's where it's going to come. The more you can read it, that means it's up here already. It's just a matter of writing it. So, that is the most important thing. Remember this when you go to court reporting school, to read. You can write and write and write and write and think you're getting it, and you're not. If you can't read it, you can't write it. So you need to be able to read your notes. We're not going to take this particular program to have you read, okay, especially with a lot of you, okay? But that's what you learn in court reporting school, but you can do it yourself. Do what I'm telling you. Read your notes, everything you write, read it back, okay? Because that's where your speed's going to come. It might not make a whole lot of sense right now, but believe me, that's where it's going to come.
I think that's why flashcards are good with this group because they don't really have paper notes to read.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna send you an app that I didn't find, but there was a student here in our last class that did find. In fact, she came in earlier. She did find an app that is a flashcard app that you can use for yourself on your phones, your iPads, your computers, okay? And I'm going to share that with y'all. I hope I don't forget, so if I do forget, somebody say, hey Mary, where's that app, okay?
The Quizlet one? There's also a Quizlet over steno that I have my students do also.
Oh yeah, and even if you can write it for them so that everybody has it. So if she writes it up here, and if you have a smartphone, just take a picture of it. So you have it, okay? You don't even have to write it down on hand. Just take a picture of it so you have it. Okay, are there any questions? Okay, now we're almost done before we get to lesson 3. We have one more page. And I am on page 21. Okay, that's where I'm at. We are moving fast, today. Okay, I'm on page 21, and what it's going to show you, it says here, any word that is divided by a slash means that that word or number is written in more than one stroke. Okay? It can be a single letter, a group of letters. Notice that the slash marks are in the second column. Okay? Practice writing each number at least 10 times before going on to the next word. And return to home position after every word. Home position, the reason they want you to do that is so you get used to that. You get used to coming back to the middle. When you are finished writing, read your notes out loud. Now, we're not going to take class time. That's just what I told you. Read your notes out loud. Check for errors and for error patterns. Are you making errors only on the initial side, which is your left hand, or only on the final side, which is your right hand? Are you making the same error frequently? If you are, you're going to have to correct that now. Okay? But you're not going to know it unless you read your notes. Go back and practice the words that you wrote incorrectly until you can write them accurately. So don't move on from these lessons. Don't move on until you've got it. You can write it 10 times perfectly. Perfect. It's all about perfection. It is important that you learn the letters thoroughly before going on to the next lesson. Your homework exercise will help to reinforce what you have learned in this lesson. Now, for those of you that got a notebook today, for those of you that got a notebook last week, at the very end of your notebook, there is a little chart, and that's called your weekly chart daily practice. What does that mean? It's not homework. I'm not picking it up from you. I'm not going to grade you. But you know what that means? It's kind of like getting on a weight scale and you don't want to do it, you know, because you don't want to see. Well, that little chart that you have there, from now on, from here, if you want to be a court reporter, you want to be a court reporter in a couple of years or a year, okay? Write every time you practice on that. It's called accountability. And what that means is you're accountable to you, okay? If you haven't practiced 2 hours every single day, and say you miss a day because you're going to the movies or you're doing that, you know, court reporters work hard, court reporters play hard. Okay, it's both. It's a balance. If you do that, well then make up the time. Make up that time and add 3 hours one day. If you're going to do that, that's okay. Just put in the time, okay? Because court reporting is going to be all about time. And so that's what I want you to fill out for you. Even if you practice 15 minutes, that's okay. You've got an hour and 45 left, okay? So that's accountability. It's very important for you. Every time you do that, this is what you're going to tell yourself. I am one day further to becoming a court reporter. If you don't practice and you say, I got to get to it, I can't do it this week, you're going to have all these excuses. Guess what? When time comes to go to school, you're going to see people pass you up and you're going to say, oh, I'll get it, I'll do it, I'll practice, and you still don't do it, okay? Another year will go by. You're still in court reporting school, okay? But that's your attitude. It's okay. You will eventually get there, maybe. But if you do it now and you get structure, you put yourself in a little structure, like practice room, you're going to be a court reporter. You will get out. Okay? You will.
Last week, for those of y'all that weren't here last week, Mary mentioned the girl that became certified as a reporter in under a year.
Yeah, 50 weeks.
And she practiced nonstop in her free time. That's all
she would come and she was actually my little mentee, and she came to the courthouse to come visit me and sit in the courtroom with me. And guess what? I would invite her to go to lunch. And you know what? She said, oh no, Mary, I'm going to practice. Every minute, she got up practicing. She practiced during lunch. She practiced at night. She practiced and she practiced and she practiced. And she got out. She is the fastest one to get out of this school ever in 50 weeks. Not even 1 year. Because remember what I told y'all? You learn everything in that first semester of school. She took what she learned and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced, and in less than 1 year passed the test. Now, to become a court reporter, you can practice and practice and practice, but the state of Texas requires you to take a test. 225 words a minute. Okay? It doesn't matter how long you're in school. If you're in school in 1 year, or you're in school in 10 years. Doesn't really matter. What matters is you pass that test. Doesn't matter how old you are. Okay? We've had one that was, she wasn't even 18 years old to take the test. And they had to make an exception for her because the rules say they were written for adults, 18 years old, okay? She went to school when she was 16, okay? They had a program where she could do that. So she was one of the youngest persons to take that state test at 18 years old. She did it, okay? You can do it too. Because it doesn't matter how old you are. You can be 60 years old. Doesn't matter. All that matters is you pass the test. Now we are at the end of our lesson, lesson 21. We're fixing to start lesson 3, so it's a good time for us to break. So y'all take a 10-minute break. The restrooms are down the hall. Y'all can get something to snack on. Come talk to the teachers if you need to talk to any of the teachers. And remember what I said about your machines and the tripods. Put them underneath your desk. You don't want anybody to trip on them or kick them. Jenny, can you say anything? Okay. Oh, okay. What do I need? Oh, okay.
And blow up some machines and that.
Oh, we have some.